Hi, I'm Mike Shapland and thanks for joining me in the Disaster Lessons Factory. I've been involved exclusively in the disaster management space in Queensland for nearly 20 years at the state and regional level. For the last 8 years I've been part of the Office of the Inspector General Emergency Management, or IGEM, and had the privilege of listening to many other disaster managers as they've told their stories after the major events in the state of Queensland. There's been a lot of talk about the importance of lessons, of identifying them and then incorporating them into practice. The poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge, writing 100 years ago, said, "If men," and I read his words advisedly, "if men could learn from history what lessons it might teach us. But passion and party blind our eyes, and the light which experience gives us is a lantern on the stern, which shines only on the waves behind." It's my experience, though, today, lessons have to squeeze between two big rocks. The first is that of process. Process allows lessons to be justifiable, auditable, all of those important things. But it takes time and effort, and it's easy to become lost in the weeds. And the second is that of culture. And culture means a dose of realpolitik, sometimes admitting that something went wrong and that you'll do it differently next time. That takes moral and small p political courage. In this channel, I want to put forward a new way of giving you, the disaster manager, lessons that you can implement. And the reviews that I and others have contributed to for government are based on the experiences and stories from people like you, given openly and in depth. I know that evidence stacks up. It forms the basis of recommendations, which are often at a systemic level. But while the recommendations get governments focused, the stories are still important, real gems that might be useful to you if you're considering if you've done everything you can to get ready for the next event, whether that's just around the corner or in the seasons to come. So the Disaster Lessons Factory does not make things up. It assembles lessons from components that are already public. It aims to produce them in succinct versions that you can use tomorrow or next month, drawing on history that is so important if we're to get that lantern on the bow for the waters ahead. So if you're interested in what I've said so far, please like the channel below, share it with your colleagues and subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future. And I look forward to passing on more lessons so that you can act on them when the time is right for you. Thanks for joining.